Hey everyone, I'm Dandy Dave, and welcome to the post-Pokemon episode. I like to do these episodes every now and then to just kind of talk about what is going to be coming up, and I figured for this one anyway, there were a few things left over from the Pokemon series that I didn't go over that I felt I would explain a little bit better here, as opposed to in an actual episode. So, as you may know, there are most definitely a few things that we passed up on. One of the big things, as I'm sure you were able to notice, was, spoiler alert, Mewtwo. Mewtwo is one of the few things in the post-game that is going to wait a little bit. There's a couple things I want to do before going and tackling Mewtwo. I view Mewtwo as kind of the true ending, if you will, the final nail in the coffin for the series. And if you know much about Fire Red and Leaf Green, you'll know that there are more than just 3 islands that can be explored after, Cinnabar and the whole 9. Those islands are safe for the post-game, and with good reason. This game is a remake. It came out around the same time as Emerald and was made with the same engine. For that reason, they added some post-game content where you were able to catch, battle, and play with some of your favorite Pokemon from Generation 2, which is not a generation that we've gone through yet. I wanted to wait until we did do that, just as a way of kind of preventing spoilers. Well, I would consider them spoilers anyway. I mean, I don't want to introduce you to, Bayleaf and Feraligatr, in a game other than the one that they were introduced in. That just felt weird. So, that's what I'm waiting for. I can't imagine it's going to take too terribly long for me to go and do another Pokemon game. But that being said, I have dabbled into a few different series on the channel already, and I kind of like to keep things fresh. I don't want to just become a strictly Pokemon channel. So while I can promise we will do more Pokemon in the future, I wanted to give it a little bit of breathing room. And it also kind of gave us a little bit of an excuse to come back and see Schloop and all of our favorite friends from the series that we did make. Just a way of being able to come back and revisit. It will also definitely give me a little bit more time to prepare and stock up on all the Pokeballs that I need to be able to, hopefully, successfully capture Mewtwo. That would be awful. I only caught one of the 3 legendary birds, and I really don't want to miss this one, so I want to make sure that everything is as prepared as I can be, and that we are going into this with the goal in mind to capture this final beast. So that's kind of the explanation there. But without further ado, let us finally put a close to Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. For now. Fuck that noise. I have been practicing for a very long time to make sure I could get that all in one. I knew when I started this goddamn series that was gonna be the way that I counted down the stuff. I knew that when I started this series that I was going to be doing that for for the countdown here. I called a friend of mine. I was like, hey, get this. This is gonna be a great idea. I'm going to do the Pokerap, and I'm going to have that be the way that I count down my stuff at the end. And he let me know that I was stupid, that was a bad idea, that was gonna be really difficult, but bite me. I did it. Oh my god, that felt awesome. Okay, so, with all that out of the way, I think it's time that we start considering what comes next. Pokemon was a very long game. It's actually the longest one that I've played on the channel. So, I think we need a little bit of a breath of fresh air. The next few games that I'm planning anyway are a little bit on the shorter side, but there's nothing wrong with that. Some games are just that short and sweet. Some of them can be really fun, some of them can be really relaxing, and some of them can be actually surprisingly action-packed. But for this one, I wanted to do something that I found personally enjoyable. Something that's not going to give me as much stress as some of the things that Pokemon did. So, for this next series, let's get a little weird. Next up on the channel, we will be playing Katamari Damacy.